Well, apparently one of the biggest problems here in San Francisco is the smash and grab. Not as many. Oh my God, there's another one. Wow. Sorry, a little distracted here. The smash and grab, breaking windows and quickly grabbing things and running. The cops are around the corner dealing with one broken one, and as I drove by, actually, I just filmed one, and now that I pulled over to say this, 1, 2, 3, there's 4. That's number 3. This is where I parked last night. This guy with his big truck. Wow, they're all down this street. Well, I must say San Francisco is a gorgeous city when it comes to some of the old buildings, the lookout views, the bridges, the way that it winds up and down. Unfortunately, there's a lot of garbage everywhere. It's blowing across the streets, mostly the downtown, but the whole downtown, like it's everywhere. So I know the sweeping trucks go by quite often, but I don't know if it's locals or homeless or whatever, but they're producing more garbage on the streets than the sweeping trucks can pick up. So this gorgeous building is actually a polo arena. Well, if you ever want to experience an overload of traffic and too many cars in a city, San Francisco is where you want to be. Oh yeah, and the roads are horrendous. The potholes, the sewers that are sunken down, the construction not only is it wavy here in San Fran, but bang, 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 like every 2 inches. It's really bad, the roads. So I'm up at Coit Tower to see some of the views. And there is Alcatraz. So that is the San Francisco to Oakland Bay Bridge, and it actually gets off on a tiny island. So way down there is Pier 39, which has got the aquarium, a carousel at the end, lots of restaurants. That's sort of the probably #1 tourist hotspot. And then right out there is Alcatraz. I have driven a lot of steep streets in my life, but this wins. Wow. Look at the angle of these houses. So with my 7-month road trip across Canada and now approximately a month here in America, I've done basic maintenance to the van. I've been keeping it going. But once I hit San Francisco, because of the steep declines, the grinding, I got a slamming on the brakes, the hard streets, the potholes, I've got some shock issues in the back, and I've got some squeaking and grinding brakes. So once I leave San Francisco, I'm gonna have to find a small town somewhere, spend a couple of days and get some good work done. Well, I'm heading to Pier 39, which is the busiest place in the city. Down here is the Aquarium of the Bay, Hard Rock Cafe. Well, Pier 39 has every shop you could possibly imagine. Well, when you come to San Francisco, if you're looking for any seals, you come here to Pier 39, and all of these little docks are meant for the seals. But the seals are smart, and they stay far away from the stupid humans. So at first I thought the cable car was a means of transportation for locals and tourists to get around. And then I saw this lineup. So I thought, let's check the prices. So they don't call it a cable car here, they call it a Moonie. And yeah, now I understand why everyone has a car here. One day passport $24, one way 8, two way 16. So if you're just going halfway up the hill, it's $8. So down below there's a lot of pavilions, there's museums, there's an Italian-American museum, there's a Mexican museum, there's a restaurant, there's pubs, farmers market on the weekend, different entertainment, and this one out here is called The Fog. It's an art gallery. So a lot of people ask me how can I afford to travel full-time, all the time, year after year. Well, tiny budget. I have to pick and choose what I see and spend very little. As you can see out here, this is Alcatraz, and one of the things I'm treating myself to here in San Francisco is the nighttime Alcatraz tour. So in a couple of days I'll be heading out here, cruising around the island and going through the prison at night. Ooh. I've just found my favorite building here in San Francisco, the Palace of Fine Arts. I'm trying to show you the absolute size of this thing. So I don't mean to ruin the beauty behind with my narration, but I have to tell you this. These three really young girls came up, 15 years old kind of thing, and the one girl says to the other two, "Let me explain the history of this." She goes, back before there was speakers, they needed to sing really loud and they needed to echo and stuff, so they built it like this. Oh God, it made me laugh. I had to share that. Too funny. Back before there were speakers. Palace of Fine Arts. Awesome. Well, apparently one of the biggest problems here in San Francisco is the smash and grab. Not as many. Oh my God, there's another one. Wow. Sorry, a little distracted here. The smash and grab, breaking windows and quickly grabbing things and running. The cops are around the corner dealing with one broken one, and as I drove by, actually, I just filmed one, and now that I pulled over to say this, 1, 2, 3, there's 4. I actually parked in this area last night because it's a rich area and I thought it looked safe with some of the street lights. Maybe because of my blinking blue alarm light that I just installed, it saved me. And the fact that the curtains are closed and I was sleeping in here, I don't know. But 1, 2, there's 3 on the street, 2 around the corner. So they smashed and grabbed a lot last night. That's number 3. See, big fancy rich houses. This is where I parked last night. This guy with his big truck. Wow, they're all down this street. So there's signs all across San Francisco that say smash and grab warning, don't put any valuables in. There's actually people that have signs in their cars. They actually leave their doors unlocked with a sign in the window that says nothing in the vehicle. Because they're not stealing vehicles, they're just stealing stuff. So they actually leave their cars open so people can open the door, look around, see there's nothing, and leave. And the cops said yesterday, I think, being the weekend, Friday night, they said they had over 450 across the city. 450 smash and grab windows. Woo! Beautiful city to explore. nice to see, but the crime is insane in San Francisco. So this is the area that I parked in last night, across from the Palace of Arts building. There's my van. I was just at that stop sign around the corners where I parked, and actually this house and this house, these beautiful houses here, were all broken into on this side. I just spoke to a little elderly lady that came out of here, and what they did is they ended up moving their vehicles, and as she backed her broken vehicle away into the driveway, they brought the other one out, and it had cardboard on the window. Yesterday, their one vehicle was smashed into, so what they did is they put that in the garage and they put the other one on the street, and last night their second one was smashed into. So they drove away with cardboard on their two vehicles and 2 windows, and they're heading to the repair shop. Unbelievable. It's a beautiful area, as you can see, and I guess that's why it's an easy target for these smash and grab criminals. Today's adventure, I'm going to be checking out an area called Presidio, and I met this lovely couple in Sacramento who gave me their number, and they said give us a call in San Fran. I visited their house the other day. They live on this steep incline in this old gorgeous house, and she toured me around the home, and we talked about things to see and do in San Fran, and she gave me this little cartoon map here. Adventures in Presidio. This is the Golden Gate Bridge up here, and there's beach along here, and there's a lake over here. There's actually a Yoda Fountain. Yes, Yoda from Star Wars, so I'm curious about that. And a whole bunch of different stuff. There's an old fort, military base, some batteries, and all that war stuff. So a whole bunch of different things around here. So today is Adventures in Presidio. So it's super sunny today. I got my idiot old man hat on to protect my rosy cheeks. So I'm trying to find this Yoda Fountain. And I spoke to a lady, pushing her little baby in the stroller, and she explained this area. Apparently Lucasfilms owns a lot of this, Pixar and Lucas, so there's a lot of Star Wars stuff. There's apparently Star Wars stuff stored in all kinds of these buildings. Yoda. So it's a whole bunch of tree trunks put together, and it's super tall. With a crow on the top. Well, I was gonna go in the Walt Disney Family Museum, but it's closed. And what's funny is I've been here about a week now in San Francisco, and it's amazing how many of these attractions, museums, and all these big things that are only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Some of them are only Saturday, Sunday. And I was thinking, is it winter hours? No, there's no winter here. This is winter. Blue skies and sunny and warm. So, yeah. Come on, San Francisco, open things up 7 days a week. You got 25 billion tourists here. This place is crazy. Well, I'm going to say this, if you're coming to San Francisco, there are a million amazing views, but this fog rolls in a lot. So what you've seen in this video is 25%, because every time I go to take a photo or a video, this fog rolls in, so I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Somebody's enjoying the fog. Presidio area might be a write-off for today because as you can see, the fog has rolled in. Well, here's what we're supposed to see. I'm right here at this welcome center. We got a little bridge cafe, roundhouse cafe, a couple of lookout points, little statue. And we're supposed to see, oh, there's the flag, oh, there, see, I can see the flag. All we're gonna see is a whole bunch of fog. So let's pretend there's no fog and let's zoom in here. So here we go, and that's what you would see if it wasn't so darn foggy today. 1933, 1934, oh, there we go, 35. Oh, it disappeared. Let's check, oh, there we go, 35, 36. This gives you an idea of how they raised the bridge. They built the streets and the bottom platform, and then they hooked it to the cables, pulled it at the same time on both sides to raise things up. And there you have it, the beautiful Golden Gate Bridge from the San Francisco side. Oh, look at it, it's amazing. Wow.
Sidewalls are stronger. Big one impact.
So I'm on a small hike in an area kind of northwest San Francisco, and this is called Land's End, this tip. And down there is called Hermit's Rock. So I have returned to Golden Gate Park and I'm super excited to be heading into this. It's the oldest Japanese garden in America, the Japanese Tea Garden. Well, I'm just strolling around the garden and this little guy come up and said hello, so I gave him a little bit of my peanut butter granola bar. I know we're not supposed to feed the wildlife, but he's my new BFF now. So I've just entered the San Francisco Botanical Gardens. There is the map. It is 5 acres of gardens to see. I've got my paper map as well from the guy at the front. And it's dark in an hour and a half, so let's get moving. Sorry, San Francisco, but I gotta say this. From all the cities I've driven in around the world, you win as the worst roads, the worst for parking, and the most break-ins I've seen in a vehicle. So the traffic is absolutely insane. There is no parking anywhere. The roads are absolutely nuts. You will lose your brake pads, you will lose your shocks, you will lose everything. Your car will fall apart. This city has killed my van.